All right. All right. I'm a few minutes off the mark. That certainly wasn't my intention, but I'm live. I'm here doing a review. Let's back this up just a smidge. All right. Okay, we'll back that up a little bit more. Sorry, I should have had the proper setup here, guys, but I don't know if you can tell here what we're looking at. Excellent. Awesome. Cool. Sorry, I'm such a OCD freak when it comes to this stuff. But today we are reviewing the Marz Brewing Overhaze Northeast Style IPA. It is I'll give you a few specs right off the bat. It's a 6.8 alcohol by volume. Northeast kind of hazy style IPA. This is keeping the theme of all of the beers I've done recently. Eventually I'll move on to some dark beers. I've had some people ask me, if I'll review some dark beers, which I will. I'm just saving a handful of them. I will be reviewing the Goose Island 2017 Proprietors Bourbon County Stout. And I don't know when I'll be reviewing that, but I know that I want to drink it soon because it is still fresh. I was holding on to it for a little bit, and I was going to save it for a special occasion. But I think with my YouTube dropping, this upcoming month and everything else that I have going on, all the good things, I think it's a good time to pop it and celebrate all of the successes that I've had recently. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna jump right into this. We're gonna pour it and take a look at what it looks like. By the way, it is February 19th, 2018. It's about 9:30 Eastern Standard Time here in the Chicago area. If I got some people that came over from Instagram, then wherever you're at, the time might be different. But I typically do a lot of Chicago beers. I try to keep people educated on what's new in Chicago and what's popping. So Marz Brewing, and I'll hold that up for you. So that's here we go. Overhaze Northeast Style IPA. Like I said, it is a 6.8% hazy Northeast or New England style IPA. This is what the color looks like. And right off the bat, just by the color, it is pretty hazy. Very similar to the last review I did, which is the More Brewing's Loose Candies double IPA. So this is very similar, and as you can tell behind me, I don't know if you can. Let's see if we can zoom it in there. And we can't. But I have a very poor iteration of Marz Brewing, obviously up here, and then this is Overhaze, and it's over the haze and kind of hazy lettering there. I don't know. I try to be artistic. I'm not very artistic when it comes to illustration, more so with my words, or at least I try to be. But yeah, right off the bat, this is a kind of hazy looking, really deep orange hue. I'm going to hold it up to the light here, actually, because the lighting does get pretty dim. I will fix that issue eventually, just so you guys know. But you're looking at a pretty true orange hue to that. Initially, right off the bat, the head retention started out at about 2 inches, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and then kind of slowly whittled down as I poured more. So the retention wasn't bad. The lacing looks to be very, very light. Yeah, there's no sort of residue that hangs around that tip of the glass there, if you can tell. But overall, that head retention was minimal. I like a medium amount of head, so it was proper, and now it's ready to smell and drink. Right off the bat, a lot of really lively citrus flavors. Or citrus aroma. I'm sorry. And I could be wrong on that. My sense of smell can be a little whacked sometimes, but it does smell really good. It smells similar to my first initial smell the aroma of Maplewood's Juice series. Son of Juice smells very, very similar to that. Similar color as well. Maybe a little bit more hazy because this is a Northeast style. And I did let this warm up just a little bit before I poured it to kind of enhance those hidden flavors. And that's what you want to do with these hazy styles, is you warm them up just a touch, nothing crazy, so it can kind of release all those residual flavors, all those hidden flavors that are meshed up in there. So again, really, really lively citrus right off the bat. You do smell that yeast. All these New England styles have the same, because they're unfiltered, they have that same kind of yeasty smell. It is somewhat grassy smelling. Nothing... Actually, not grassy. That wouldn't be the word I'm looking for. It does smell sweet and slightly floral. So I would say citrusy, sweet, and floral on the smell. And we're going to jump into the taste because it smells delicious. Yeah, that's nice. So initially, you do get with these New England styles, they're all the same in their hop profile. It's a low hop profile, a little bit of citrus zing on the back end of the hop profile, which is the initial taste, and then that's kind of smoothed out. In the middle, it actually gets kind of dank, almost dank tasting. You get kind of some of that dank bitterness on the back end of that like I said, that hop profile. And then it follows out with a sweet, citrusy, grapefruity, orange, almost all wrapped together in one type finish. And it makes for this is actually a really solid, easy drinking New England style. So some of the New England styles that I like are super, super hazy. I like those really thick, creamy looking, Northeastern New England style IPAs. And this one is kind of like a really good middle ground. I would almost relate this to similar to, but not as light as, the Epic New England style, which Epic is out of Colorado, but this is a Chicago brewery. And like I said, Marz does really great stuff. All of their stuff is really good. Marz, if you're watching this, I am going to tag you in it. Maybe you can hook me up with a glass, because I've seen your guys' glasses and they're really cool. I don't know, maybe you guys can help me out with that, and I'll push your stuff more. Wink, wink, wink. Just kidding. No, their beer is fantastic. This is a really good New England style. Like I said, kind of a perfect middle ground for those that are new to the style, because it's not too crazy on the hazy scale. Like I said, I like mine really thick and unfiltered looking, and this one is right in that kind of middle plethora, or middle area of haziness. So it's good, nice, easy drinking. Overall, for what it is, it's really nice and balanced. The mouthfeel is really easy. Like I said, this is why it's light and easy drinking, is the body. Of course, it's a Northeast style, so there is a little bit more body than you would find in a clearer or more translucent looking IPA. But overall, the body is a nice medium body, low hop profile, but it doesn't taste like it, because you get some of that dank bitterness on the back end of the initial hop taste that you have on the forefront. Overall carbonation is, I would say, low comparatively to, well, it's about medium, I would say, but low comparatively to other beers, lots of other beers that are out there. It does give you a sense of warmth, as most of these New England styles do, in that sense, that kind of back end sense when everything goes down. It does warm you up a little bit because of that. What's the word I'm looking for? because of the body almost. It just kind of fills you and warms you up a little bit. And like I said, I did warm this beer up just a smidge because that's what you're supposed to do with these New England styles is you warm them up to get all the residual and extra hidden flavors revealed when you drink the beer. And this is a nice one. I'm actually really impressed with this. Marz, again, does great stuff. And I love my hazy styles. So I would, on a scale of 1 to 10, first I'll give you the what Beer Advocate gives it, and I probably should have had this up, but that's quite all right. So this was a really fun beer to drink. It's nothing too crazy on the alcohol percentage. You know, it's a 6.8, kind of a middle ground there. It's not exactly 7, and 7 can get you sometimes, but not exactly a 5 or a 6 either. So nice kind of middle ground. You know, this is actually a really almost sessionable Northeast style or New England style IPA. But we're gonna check out Beer Advocate. And see what Beer Advocate says. So I do my ratings on a scale of 1 to 10, and this is my own personal rating. You know, everybody has their own palate, but if you're the type of person that is interested in the type of beers that I'm reviewing, if you've had any of the ones that I've had previously, you can reference my reviews, or you can look at my Untapped. I have tons on my Untapped. I usually don't keep up with it too often, but I do have tons of stuff on there. So, we're looking at Beer Advocate, and my internet is very slow, so I'm just going to talk about the rest of what I have going on. So if you haven't heard, I am dropping my YouTube show at the end of this month, beginning of March. I will be attending the Chicago Beer Fest at the Field Museum. And I'll be doing a feature on that. That'll be, I believe, my first episode, and that is March 3rd of this year. So I'm really, really excited for that. I saw a lot of really great breweries on the list that are going to be there. That honestly, some of my favorite breweries in Chicago are going to be there. So if you're not planning on going, or if you're looking for something to do, that's definitely something that you should check out in the beginning of March. It is on a Saturday. It is at night. Unfortunately, I would prefer it during the day, but it is at night. So Beer Advocate gave Overhaze from Marz Brewing a 4.13 out of 5. Myself, considering everything that it is for what it is, I would give it actually a 9.2 out of 10. I was pretty impressed with this. I really like it. It is sessionable. It is tasty. Nothing too crazy in terms of the body. It's not going to fill you up too much, but it fills you up just enough. Like I said, I think the best way to describe this beer is it's a nice middle ground within its respective style. So I've had some lighter Northeast and New England styles, and I've had those really, really super creamy, hazy looking ones, and I like them all, to be honest with you. But this is a nice middle ground for those that are feeling adventurous, but not too adventurous. So if you're interested in trying this style, I would definitely recommend this to you. So thank you guys for coming by. Hopefully you stay up on all the cool stuff I have planned. If you have any questions or anything that you want me to review in particular, or if you just want to talk beer, leave a comment, give it a share, send me a message, whatever you guys want to do. But